A misty start for some, brightening up nicely, and a dry day ahead. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Thursday, 24th.
Morning. It is settled here, but I saw this really cool video. This is what a weather person always says. This really cool video yesterday from the United Arab Emirates, just the clouds. So, yeah, they were dust devils they had in the UAE yesterday. And we get them in the UK. They're less common here than there because it's obviously warmer there. But in the UK, they'll pick up hay bales. You know, you'll see through fields. But, yeah, theirs was more disruptive. Some trees came down. And they actually have some thunderstorms heading through in the next few days. So some pretty unusual weather for them. But for us, calm and settled. Pretty much like yesterday's weather, actually. We have some clear conditions initially, misty, foggy weather around. That's thanks to high pressure blocking these weather fronts, and it is doing a good job. But into the weekend, low pressure will make progress, spilling through some wet weather. That is certainly one to watch as we head through the weekend. But it does mean for today, light winds, plenty of sunshine around, a little bit of rain out towards the west, but for many of us it is dry. So the very latest radar shows what is happening right now. The blue shows the rain feeling very pleasant, but the wind's picking up a little out towards the west with that rain just knocking on the door. So how do things pan out as we head through the next 7 days? Well, let's take a look at our outlook. And this sort of gives you a trend of what is happening across the UK, splitting it in half, starting with the north first of all. So this white line here is average, where temperatures should be just a little above average for the rest of the week and into next week as well. Percentage chance of rainfall, how likely we'll be able to see wet weather in the coming days. Today, tomorrow, largely fine and dry. The weather fronts make some progress with low pressure, bringing some showers for the start of the weekend and the start of the week, but actually even into next week, not looking too bad. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, temperature-wise, they're above the white line, so we're above average, down to around about average next week. And in the sunshine, it will feel very nice indeed. Today, largely dry. Tomorrow, we see the progress of some showers, more across southeastern areas. Showers to start the weekend. Sunday is the driest of the weekend and actually fine by the middle of next week. Now, the weather for the last few days has been largely settled and dry, and here's the why. It is high pressure. High pressure sits to our east, and it keeps weather fronts at bay. It acts like a force field, but from the west, we have weather fronts moving in, bringing rain. They are staying away for the next few days, but into the weekend, they will make progress. Another thing to point out on the pressure... Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. Now, the weather at the moment is pretty settled, thanks to high pressure sitting to our east, keeping these weather fronts at bay. But as we head through the next few, it relinquishes its grip and they make progress. But what does it mean for today? Much like it did yesterday, plenty of sunshine, the rain lurking out towards the west where the winds will freshen. But first thing on the satellite and radar, you can't see it, but there's some mist and fog through parts of England and Wales. That will very quickly clear. Cloudier through Scotland and Northern Ireland, close to that weather front, and there's the rain. It will just knock on the door of western Scotland, later on to Northern Ireland. But here, just a little cloudier than it was yesterday. But for many of us, light winds, sunshine, blue skies, and temperatures are above average across the board. 14, 15 in the north, 18, maybe even 19 in the south. A bit breezier in the west, perhaps just taking the edge off those temperatures. Tonight, that rain makes more progress through western areas. The southerly feed keeps it mild, so mist and hill fog to contend with. Tomorrow may well be a dry start for northern areas, turning cloudy and wetter from the southwest, but still staying mild. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. Our weather is pretty settled as we head through the next few days. Much like yesterday, plenty of sunshine around today, largely fine and dry, but a difference in the west, a little bit more clouds, some rain on the way, and here it's turning a bit windier as well. This is the satellite and radar for first thing. Cloudier skies across the north and west. This is our weather front that will bring rain later on today, more especially into tomorrow, but further south, some mist and fog already clearing and a fine day ahead. The best of the blue skies reserved for central and eastern England. Further west, a little more clouds, so sunny spells around. You'll notice that breeze freshening today, but still from a southerly direction, and that means those temperatures above average across the board. 14 or 15 degrees across Scotland, 18, maybe 19 degrees in the south, and the outlook remains mild.